Thank you.
And also Molly recording.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Thank you.
Okay. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We are utterly honored to have the 1X Chief Editor, Mrs. Yvette to present today. Yvette, would you like to say hi to everyone so we know which icon is you? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so the title of the seminar is The Reflection of My Soul. We will learn precious insights and experience from Yvette, and we will learn about 1X. We welcome everyone to interact with Yvette at the end of the question and answer session. This event is hosted by APA, Atlantic Photographers Association. I'm the Executive Secretary, Mei Zhang, and I will be your host today. This event is co-hosted by the following 9 organizations: San Francisco Chinatown Photographic Society, CCACC Photo Club, Houston Chinese Photography Society, People's Photography Exchange Association USA, Photographic Society of New Jersey, Boston Chinese Photography Association, North Texas Asian Photographer Association, Timelight Art Association, and VA Photo Club. We sincerely appreciate the heartwarming support from the organizations and everyone here. Now let me briefly introduce APA. The Atlantic Photographers Association is a thriving nonprofit Chinese photography association that stands as one of the North America's largest and the most vibrant. Boasting over 1,000 active registered members across a few continents, including North America, Asia, Europe, and Australia. Our community strives on sharing and learning. Currently, there are 66 talented and passionate volunteers managing the association. Beyond our 7 monthly publications, insightful photographer interviews, and special albums, we also offer enriching guest sessions featuring outstanding photographers. Moreover, we present an array of avenues for member engagement. This encompasses collaborative WeChat group sharing, enriching workshop sessions, exclusive internal member photography exhibitions, and the highlight of our calendar, the annual worldwide sharing of the most favorite photo of the year. It opens to the public so everyone can participate. Guided by the principle that 100 flowers bloom, we dedicated to inclusivity, fostering an environment where photographic art can flourish and evolve. The Atlantic Photographers Association attributes its success to the inspirational contributions and the collaborations of its members. Today and tomorrow, the exceptional quality of the work of our members continue to guide our journey with a sense of purpose. The seminar today is one of the many seminars we host for the community. However, it's truly special. We deeply appreciate that Mrs. Yvette takes time from her very busy schedule to share her experiences and insights with us. Now let's introduce our distinguished speaker. Mrs. Yvette is a well-known photographer and editor with decades of professional experiences. She is a chief editor of one of the world's largest photography platforms, 1x.com. She is one of the originators of the 1x magazine. Yvette had several successful photography exhibitions and entered many photography competitions in which she won many prizes. Among them, she is most proud of those two in particular. First is the Best Journalism Award in the first Bayer International exhibition for pictorial monochrome prints in 1998. The second is the Bronzing Lens in International Photo Festival East in 2000. Yvette lives in the most beautiful city in Belgium, Bruges, the Venice of the North. As a blessed grandmother and a great-grandmother, she is surrounded by a family and good friends. She loves traveling, cycling, walking, reading, and above all, spending quality time with her 15 grandchildren. In search of new horizons, she has traveled to Australia, Nepal, Canada, and the United States. Now let's welcome Mrs. Yvette to start the session. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box. There will be a QA session at the end. This seminar will be in the format of an interview. I will present the questions to Yvette and she will respond accordingly. Now let's get started. The first question, Yvette, could you please introduce yourself? When did you start photography? And what sparkled led you into this passion? What are your favorite subjects?
Oh, okay. So my name is Yvette de Paap, and I always was interested in photography my whole life. But when when I had my 15th birthday, my daughter, my oldest daughter, I have 4 children, she came with a present, a very special present. She offered me a course, evening school photography. So I started that while working, and I did 3 years, did the full course till I got my diploma. And it was growing. You know, the first year I was at school, after 1 month, I installed a dark room in my bathroom, and it was really immediately passion. And yeah, that's how it evolved, and it never stopped again, never. Mm-hmm. So my late husband was also a photographer, but at the time I loved photography, but nothing more. So when with school it all started, and then I started to post my work on websites, like it's a website who doesn't exist anymore, Photoblog. It was international. There were millions of members posting pictures, and I posted my analog pictures, mm-hmm. who were scanned, and I got comments, and from one thing came another. Then the digital era came. I bought a little digital camera because I was really suspicious about it. And then I bought a bigger camera, and then finally I got my Canon's semi-professional Canon cameras, and it never stopped. So when I went to Nepal. It was heaven to photograph the people there. I was in Nepal as a volunteer, and to photograph the children and the women from Nepal, men too, but not that much. And then, I met my Canadian friend, and I did 5 world trips with him. And it's for photographer, it's heaven, you know. I saw the most beautiful places in the States and in Canada and in Australia too. I went traveling in Australia on my own also, but I think once you are bitten by that microbe from photography, you cannot get rid of it anymore, I think. So, and my favorite subjects, I don't have really, I think it's, my kids when they were little, street photography, but when traveling, I came on places who are so, breathtaking. So when I can have that here in Belgium too, I'm going to the beach on a stormy day, or in Canada or in Yukon or whatever, where, it's something who touch you in one way or another. And then it has to come in first. And then I start taking pictures. But first I have to, it has to come in. And then, when I'm home, I want to process my images and express what I felt when I took that picture. And it's I always tell people I'm taking pictures with my belly. It comes from my belly.
From the guts.
From the guts, And it's whatever, what subject, it can be all kind of, but I think landscape is a little bit my thing. And stormy weather. When I look outside, the blue sky, I don't go taking pictures. And when it's stormy weather, or it's a thunderstorm, or there's a lot of wind or fog, I'm gone. I'm gone. I take my car and I'm gone. I don't know where, but I follow my heart and I take pictures.
That's nice. So you have many lightning pictures. Looks like lightning is your favorite subject. So could you please share some experiences and the tips for photographing lightnings?
My first lightnings I took was in the States, because the thunderstorms there are very heavy, and you have lightnings all the time. So I started taking lightnings with my friend in the big camper. At night, we were sitting behind the windshield with our cameras, with the shutter open. And when we heard thunder, we were waiting and clicking on that button without knowing what we were taking, because you have to, it has to be there, and you don't know really exactly when it comes. So that was when I started to take lightnings. And my very first beautiful picture from lightnings was taken on the road to Las Vegas. And yeah, and the same, you know, but when you take lightnings in the day, it's very difficult because you don't know when it will come. So I put neutral density filters on my camera. You cannot look through it. It's really black. It's neutral density 12, but it's the same system, you know. And my first really beautiful picture was on the way to San Francisco, but I was sitting next to the driver. So the road is not in the middle, but it's still a beautiful, impressive pictures. And I called it On the Road with the Thunder Gods. But I have a lot of pictures with lightnings, that's true. But here in Belgium, it's very hard to take pictures because we have one thunder and one lightning every 3-4 minutes, not more. In the States, it's very heavy. So what I did, and I'm not ashamed to tell that, I have beautiful lightning pictures from the States. And when it's very bad weather here, I'm going out in Boulderland, it's all flat country, and I try, but if it doesn't work, I put a lightning from the States on the picture from Belgium. But they are mine, you know, they are mine. And it's tricky because you have the light, for instance, on the sea, or parts who are brighter than other parts, you know. I have one picture from Bruges. They allowed me to go on a tower in Bruges, and it was also very stormy, bad weather. And I succeeded to have one from Bruges with lightnings on all the towers. That's also a very nice one. But it's one of my favorites because it's very impressive and spectacular.
Yeah,
but
I remember that.
Yeah, but I can also appreciate a lot, like poetic, or the canals here in Belgium. It's the canals. We have a famous singer, Jacques Brel, who wrote a beautiful song about the canals and the wind and the trees who are all on one side because of the wind. No, it's you have beautiful places in your own country too. But I'm not, you know, I love everything that moves me. I will tell it that way.
Yeah, so you have many extreme nature images. So how do you prepare yourself for those type of trips and the shooting? As you mentioned, like in the US, there are like a beautiful lightning situation that you can photograph. Do you plan to come here, or you know, tell us a little more about your usual arrangement for the shooting?
Except I'm not really preparing it, you know, because I have also a beautiful picture from rain, really heavy rain in the city in Antwerp. So I was not prepared at all. It started to rain and I saw everybody running and the cars stopped and the bikes were going away. So I went under a shelter and I took a picture. So like I said, if it's foggy in the morning, I'm jumping in my car and I'm gone. It's not really preparation. It's more, you wait, you look outside, you see it's bad weather or funny weather, foggy or whatever, what, I go.
When you see your chance, you just grab it, huh?
Yeah, and sometimes I have friends coming over here and they always want to go taking pictures, but we come home and we don't have nothing because the weather is too shiny, too sunny, and
Okay. Okay, good. So how do you usually post-process the photos to express the mood you felt when photographing it?
That's a very tough question because I'm not technical at all. So a picture when I come home and I have a picture that I like, because it was very nice to take that picture. I had very warm and emotions and feelings. So I look at it and I start and I do all kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm working on it till it expresses what I felt. So give me the same picture the day after and ask me to process it, it will be different. I cannot, and I don't have really a workflow. It's, again, from the guts, it comes and I try something. No, it's not that. I have the Nik filters. I don't know if you know the Nik filters.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, they are great. They are great. So I'm playing with my pictures. I'm playing till I said, yeah, that's it. That's what I felt when I took the picture. But I was in a photo club here in Bruges, and when they asked me to explain technical explanations, I was not able to do it. I cannot do it. I don't know. No, I don't know. I cannot explain it.
Yeah,
it's really,
it's
really, it comes from very deep. And I work on it till it satisfies me. And if it doesn't satisfy me, I put the picture aside. But maybe next year I can take it back and say, wow, I can do something with that picture, and then it works, it's very,
it's hard to explain because you follow your emotion when you process a photo, and every time it could be different, and it's hard to explain to people, right? How you felt and why you are doing that.
It's the same when you are in front of a beautiful scene and somebody asks, why do you like that scene? It's difficult to explain, It's difficult because my friend, Canadian photographer, he was really an addict of panorama pictures, And one day we were in the it's to explain how I am, we were in the Antelope Canyons, but in the lower ones, and it's very small entry. You have to go down on a ladder and then you come down. But we had a very good tip from a local Indian. He said, you have to go between 2 and 4 in the afternoon because then the sun is the best to fall into the canyon. So we came down and I had goosebumps. I was really standing there. I saw all those colors, blue, green, purple, yellow, all kind. And on the other side of the canyon, there was an Indian girl playing flute. And the sound came in. I thought I was dying, really, from emotions. And my companion, Robert, he said, come on, let's go. And I said, yeah, wait, because... And suddenly he said, what are we going to eat this evening? So I cannot better explain it. It was really, whoa, what is he asking me in such a beautiful place, It's just an example I'm giving him. I'm giving how I am, when I'm somewhere. I have a whole book with pictures from the Antelope Canyon, and a lot of people bought it, people who were making textile fabrics for the colors.
Yeah.
Somebody who makes jewels bought it for the colors. It's we went back 4 years later on a bad moment. It was all orange. So yeah, that's how I feel when I take a picture and how I want to express it later on.
Yeah, that's great. So how do you balance technical perfection with artistic expression in photography?
That's also a difficult question. You have to have good pictures to start.
Yeah.
If you have a bad picture, don't try to make it good. It has to be good from the first moment. That's the technical perfection, I call it, like you say. And then you can put in your artistic touch if you want. But first you have to start with a good picture, and that's the balance needed. Otherwise, it's very sad, because some people try to make something artistic from something who is not good enough. And that's also, something you can make people grow when they take a picture who is okay, but the technical quality is not good enough. You can gently tell them, okay, next time try to have better technical perfection, and then you can do what you want to do with it. And it's also hard, because people in the beginning, it's a matter of trying and shooting and trying, and so
start with a good quality photo and perfect it, right? Yeah. So what qualities make a photograph truly stand out in terms of storytelling and emotional impact?
Yeah, most of the time it's...
Yeah, what makes it stand out?
Yeah, most of the time it's the very first feeling you have when you see a picture. The very first impression you have makes it. It can be about the story, it can be about the scene, or it has to touch me at once. If it doesn't touch me, okay, it doesn't mean it's a bad picture, but for me it's not outstanding, It has to be, there has to be a story, and there have to be emotions.
Yeah. So the emotional power is most important. Yeah. Okay.
And you can put stories in every picture you take. It may be landscape or an animal or whatever. It has to tell something to people, and it has to touch.
So I guess those are all the questions about your personal experience about the photos. Next, we will ask a few questions about 1X. So 1X is such a popular platform. Right now, it has about 2 million members, right? It's so huge and popular. And so how did it start?
I joined 1X in 2013, thanks to my Canadian friend, because he said, oh, I found a photo site just written for you. It's really something for you. So I joined, and I felt home immediately, because there is a lot of different, it's very open, a lot of categories, a lot of people coming on. So in 2014, I organized, together with somebody else from 1X, who is living in Bruges. He's not active anymore. We
Mhm.
organized a meetup
Mhm.
in Bruges. So we invited,
Mhm.
put it, I didn't do the magazine at the time, but they had a kind of blog. So we said, okay, whoever who wants to come can come to Bruges those dates, but you have to look yourself for accommodations and for the flight or the journey to here. And it was incredible what responses we had. There were 40 people coming. I thought it was less, but 40. And
Is
from
that the starting point of the magazine, or is that the starting point for 1X?
no, that's the start. The starting. I will tell about the start from 1X. So we were in Bruges, 40 people from 14 different nationalities, and Ralph was there, our founder. He came.
Yeah.
And we spent 2 days together. It was very, very nice. We had a Russian girl, a girl from China, the very first that I interviewed, but she left 1X. And people from all over the world. And the second day we had dinner together, and Ralph started to tell about himself and about 1X. And he told us that 1X was an idea from him and Jacob Jovelou, the second founder, when they were students in 2006. And they wanted to set up a photographic site. And Jacob is specialized in IT, and Ralph was giving ideas, and after 8 months, 10 months, they were ready to launch it, and they launched it, and they said, okay, tomorrow we will be rich. We will have a lot of people coming on our... But that was not the case. It took 2-3 months before they had a few members, and they were posting themselves, their own pictures, and one was publishing the pictures from the other one and vice versa. And finally, it started to grow. Suddenly, one person came, and then another person came, but it took 2 years before it was really working well. So that's how 1X started. And
it starts from small, huh? Nobody posted photos at that time.
A funny story, in fact.
Nice, yeah. So that's the starting of the 1X. So then you have the magazine started, right?
So during that same meeting, Ralph talked to us, and there was another lady who is still official curator from England. And he talked to us, and he said to me, Yvette, you are very well known by everybody on 1X, because I was commenting, and everybody knew me. And he said, you are kind of ambassadress. Now he has a lot more, and I want you to interview people. What do you think about it? An interview from people who are since said, okay, it's okay. I want to do that. And he said also a few articles or the results from the contest or all kind of stuff. And he said, we will make a magazine of it if you want. So we started with a magazine every 3 months. And a magazine, really, it was never printed out, a paper format, but you could go on online and go through the whole magazine page by page and read what you are interested in and skip the rest. And we did that a year. And Lara Kantarjan, she had the skills to put it in a magazine format, you know, with the introduction and she was really great. I had to give her the articles and the interviews and so we started that. We did that 1 year, and after a year, Ralph said to me that it's too expensive. It's too expensive, and you know, it's too big also. The magazines were 120, 130 pages, and it's too big, you know, to go through it if you cannot buy it in a shop. And he said, I want it to go online in a kind of blog. I said, oh my God, they will not appreciate it because people were looking forward to it. And Lara stopped because he said, okay, we changed the whole. So it started in 2015, I think, or beginning of 2016. I don't remember. I should have a look. And there we went. But I didn't. It was the birth of the magazine, like it is now. But I didn't publish the articles. It was a guy who was working for Thomas Brindt.
Okay.
He was he put everything on the blog, on the magazine. I had to give him all the articles.
You're so
and someday Ralph said, you know, why don't you do it yourself? I said, okay. The first article I posted myself, I was really shaking on my legs. I was so afraid to do something wrong. And Thomas Brindt said to me, no, don't be afraid. Have confidence in yourself. Do it. I'm there. If something goes wrong, you can call me. So that was end of 2016, I think. And I was already editor in chief, and I had already a little team. But then it was really me, nobody else.
Yeah,
Head editor, and it was in the beginning it was hard, but you should see, we work with Dropbox files, and every editor has his own file, and it comes in, and I have to correct everything, and I have to reread it, and I have to put it in format for the magazine and publish it. So that was really how it started, the magazine. It started with one big magazine online who was not very interesting, too expensive also, because Lara was asking a lot of money.
And how many readers you have, right? It's such a popular magazine.
I don't know how many readers we have. And in the beginning, the blog we had, I asked Jacob, I said, it's not fun, because previously, 5 or 6 years ago, we could see how many people read an article, how many people commented, and we had also, now you cannot see it anymore. You cannot see it anymore. And sometimes there are a lot of comments on 1x itself, but beside that, you have all the people who are reading it on Facebook and on Twitter. No, I don't have a clue how many members. And sometimes editors said, I have an editor who is writing tutorials. He writes people, and he asks, to write a tutorial on a specific picture. So sometimes it's not the taste of a lot of members, and he has only 4 or 5 comments. And I said, okay, Michelle, don't worry, because that article is like a lot of people read it. And it's not because you don't have comments. When I post an article, and with pictures from other photographers from Onyx, I send a mail to tell them, okay, there is an article with a picture out of your portfolio. Congratulations. So those people, they are not going on that article to comment. They answer my mail and they said, thank you for choosing one of my pictures. So those people are also reading the articles, but
it's not showing. Yeah, well, it's a technical question, and I think down the road, 1X can solve. I believe there is, a way to solve that. People, every time people open the page, there will be a little count how many times the page has been opened. So down the road, you should be able to see that if you would like to solve the problem. Yeah. So Yvette, you sent me a link before of the starting of the 1X magazine. Maybe I can show that to the audience now, just give them some visual guide on how it was started. How do you think? Let me show the photo, the photos from the link you sent me for the magazine originating
from the meetup
event. Yeah, from 2014.
Yeah,
let me show the photo and just to add to aid the conversation. Give me a minute. Do you guys see my screen?
I see your screen, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I go to WeChat. Somehow the computer is very slow, and I'm clicking on the meetup link. Yeah.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's opening. Still circling. I don't know. Maybe the internet is slow on my side. It's just slower than usual. But it's
working.
Opening. Yeah, it's opening. Basically, you will see some photos from the early days when Yvette and her colleagues started the magazine. The meetup in it comes.
There we go.
Yeah. So Yvette, is this your whole group here?
The next picture.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah. So Ralph.
And we send Yvette in the middle, right here,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
And next to me is Ralph.
Is it this one or this one?
No. In the middle, with the black hair.
Black hair. This is Ralph.
That is Ralph. And all the other ones are members from Onyx who came over, but they are not all on the picture, you know.
Yeah.
And that Chinese girl is not on it.
Yeah, there was a Chinese girl. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Travel all the way from China to Belgium.
Yes, but she was traveling a lot because she had family somewhere in Germany or so. So she came over just for that, but it was very nice, you know. She was a very good photographer. The very first interview I posted was from her. I will, if you want, I can go and see on my big computer.
Maybe if you want, you can send it later to us. I guess over here we will continue our conversation. So Yvette, so for the magazine, how do you choose candidates? I think everybody is curious about the process. Some of my friends, they have been on the magazine like years ago or recently, but we are just wondering, how do you select the candidates? Is the selection made individually or by a panel?
No.
What criteria do you use in the selection process?
No, it's nobody helps me for that.
Only you?
Sometimes I have suggestions from the official curators or so.
Yeah.
They John Fan or Peter Svoboda, they said to me, okay, we have a fantastic photographer, you should interview him. I'm always very glad when they send that and they suggest it to me. But furthermore, they are selected. First of all, they have to be a few years on 1x, and they have to portfolio has to be not empty. They have to be. I cannot put a number on it, but let's say 100 picture published or awarded, and that's the reason why when I comment, I detect some people and I write the names down.
Okay.
So and I always send 10 invitations at the same time. So now I'm running out of interviews, and I have to send new invitations. So there are a lot of people that I try to sometimes I think I must hurt some people who are since a long time on 1x and have beautiful photographs, and I didn't detect them or ask them for an interview. So, but for instance, Lydia Jacobs, I know her since a few years, and it was, for me, it was somebody I had to interview. So, but she's interviewed 2 or 3 years ago, and we don't want to interview twice the same person.
Yeah.
So if someday you have suggestions, send them to me.
I will. Of course.
Because
I know a lot of, very excellent photographers. I admire the works,
and if they are since a few years on 1x and they have a nice filled portfolio, why not?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think I sent one day, I have sent an invitation to Louis Luo.
Louis Luo. I remember that maybe 2 years ago.
I think I never had an answer.
He was
That
interviewed.
also happened,
He was interviewed. I remember, maybe
in January 2022.
Because I like his work.
Yeah.
No, but you always can send me suggestions.
Yeah, that's great.
Or somebody from the crew, from APA. It's also always welcome. Always welcome.
Okay, good.
Same thing for exhibitions, because Ralph wants me once a month. We choose somebody who has a beautiful exhibition, but special one.
Yeah.
And that's also very difficult because I'm going on the portfolios to see if they have an exhibition.
Yeah.
If they have an exhibition, it's nice when they have a presentation and they have a little explanation about their photography. And then they are published for 1 month on the openings page. 2 months ago, I didn't have nobody. And I said to Ralph, okay, maybe you can post one from me, a colorful black and white. And I said, oh no, Yvette, now you are promoting yourself. It's not done. And then he said, wow, it's a beautiful exhibition. I love it.
Yeah. So Yvette, how do you balance between showcasing established photographers and giving opportunities to new talents?
Yeah,
Your,
that's
your interview, your exhibition, things like that. How do you choose? How do you balance? Yeah.
in fact, that's a little bit depending from the official curators. But what I can do is when we have new photographers and they have an image published or awarded, I can post it on Facebook and on Twitter. I really try to put new ones there because you have people who have 3 pictures awarded in 10 days and that are very well known. So that's how I try to do it. And also, I think the official curators also look if they find talented photographers, they will push them a little bit, to give them a boost to have a good start. Because, it's very difficult, because you always have people, why aren't my pictures published or awarded?
You have 2 million people on the platform.
Yeah, it's
everybody wants the picture to be
hard.
selected and published, awarded.
No, we and also, the new ones, I'm looking because you can see we have about in that menu on the left side, and you can see the members by country. You can see the new members, and I like to go and look to see what are the new members, because commenting them can also be a good stimulation.
Yeah, will be encouraged a lot.
Yeah. And also, it's a big role from the senior critics. If they have picture and who is not published, they can always send it to the senior critics, it's a personal opinion that they give, but they sometimes give very good critics on pictures, how to improve it, and so on and so on. So it's hard to start, I think, on 1x. But not that hard as when I started.
Yeah. Can you share a memorable story about a photo you published on 1x? I remember you sent me the photo of the little Nepal girl. I can show that on the screen. Could you tell us the story?
It's a really, really nice story. And as an editor, I posted an article about it, but if people tell me about a story connected to a picture, I can write articles about it. It's not because it's mine, It's I think there are a lot of pictures on 1x who have special story. But in fact, that story is in 2008, I went to Nepal as a volunteer to teach the poor children over there. I was there, and in the weekends we were free. And one day we were hiking, and in the north, not in the Himalaya, a little bit smoother. And we went in the mountains, and we were in a shelter without electricity, without nothing comfort. And the day after, we went back to the valley by foot. And in the village, I saw a little girl who is a village we went through, who was waving out her big sister who went to school. She was very dirty. She was barefoot, and she was such a cute little one. So I took a picture, and that picture was published and awarded and all that kind. So 2018, 10 years later, I went to Nepal, And yeah, she's a little bit in a resort with two friends from Antwerp, and Ache, who was guiding all the time the volunteers, was there too. It's a big good friend. He became a good friend of me, and we went to a resort in the mountains, like you see, and suddenly he said, "You know, Yvette, you were here already. That's the shelter where we were sleeping the night before. We were here already," he said. I said, "No." "Yeah," he said, "because you took a picture of a little girl here in the village." I said, "No way." And he took my iPad and he was looking on one X and he said, "Here." And in the evening, people were gathering. The village people were gathering in that resort, children and the moms and the man and so. And he took my iPad and he went everywhere, showing that picture to everybody who was there. "Do you know that girl? Do you remember that girl? The picture is taken 10 years ago, so she must be 13 now." And suddenly there was one man who said, "Okay, I think I know who she is, but she's not living in that house anymore. She's living a little bit farther away in the village. And if you want, we can go tomorrow morning early to see if we can find her." Okay, day after, we all went up early and the whole village was there. Everybody was there to search that girl. So the whole village went through all the houses, and suddenly we came on a house and we saw a little girl, and the man said, "That's the girl. That's here, she is." And the mom actually went with my iPad with the picture when she was a little girl, and he said, "Is that your daughter?" Yeah, she said. So we got tea. We were really welcomed like crazy. And then my friend took a picture of me with that little girl.
Very nice. Yeah.
So it's a very, very nice story. And people love to read it, you know. It's something very personal and very human. It's a little hard.
It's a touching story, you know.
Yeah. It's a very nice story.
Yeah.
I wish I had more of that kind, you know. So if you have suggestions, you also can send it.
Sure, we will send some of the stories behind our photos, you know. I went to Costa Rica one time to take photos of the birds, but I saw a little girl with a group of people coming down the mountain, and I instantly turned my lens towards that little girl and start shooting, you know. It's, you know, it's your nature, it's your own interest that directs your lenses, you know. Yeah,
but I never thought to see that little girl back. It was really surprise for me too, you know. It was so heartwarming.
Yeah. Sometimes we just feel the special connection between us and another human being walking in the distance you can see, right? They just immediately caught your attention. Yeah. So let's move on. So what advice would you give to photographers submitting to curated platform like 1X? Like any tips you can give to people submitting photos?
Yeah, the biggest advice is only post your very best pictures. And also, originality is a big thing on 1X, because you know, I call some pictures who are good calendar pictures. You know, landscapes who are fitting better in a calendar than on 1x.
Yeah.
Because what you have to try is to add something that makes the difference, and that makes it original. And but only post the very best images, because I had a friend in Ostend and she wanted to join 1x and she did it. And then she was posting a picture from Paris at night and the lights were burned out. It was not nice. And she posted it and she said, I posted that picture because I wanted to be sure, not taking risks. And I said, Cindy, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's a calendar picture. So I post pictures that other people don't post, not sight from Paris at night, or add something, a couple in love or something like that. But it's stupid. So she understand what I meant, and then she posted great pictures, and I said, take risks, and only the best, even good quality. I mean, good quality, and take risks, and and keep on shooting continuously, trying. I was not good in the beginning either,
Everybody has a learning curve, right? Yeah. So what kind of photos usually make you stop and say, wow?
That's also a difficult question, it's those are pictures who have something special. I'm thinking about what I commented this morning, and there was a picture I saw. It was a scene in a desert, and beautiful and technically perfect, but in the left corner there was a sand snake, and nobody saw that. But that's also that's something who catched my eyes.
Okay, the snake.
A good picture. It has to tell a story, and it has to at first sight. Because you can have pictures that the longer you look, the more you like them. But if it's at first sight, that's But originality is a really big thing on 1x.
Yes, so for some of those sites, people photograph many times, like somewhere in Lofton, Norway, or Iceland, many places. So people have seen millions of photos. Maybe those photos are hard to get awarded because of the originality, right? It's hard to catch people's eyes.
Yeah, and in curation, you can mark it. They ask some images. They are asking, what do you like and what don't you like? What don't you like is first, and what do you like? So there is a thing, originality. And when I'm curating, I click often on originality and down good quality, but it's good technical quality, but it doesn't tell nothing, even portraits. You can have a portrait of with a beautiful expression on a girl or a child's face, and that tells a whole story. Or an older people, a life storytelling portraits. And that makes the difference, because we have a lot of people who are posting very nice portraits, but portraits like you want to give to your boyfriend or to your girlfriend. Yeah, a good picture, but that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes a photo with 100% expert curator score is not awarded. So could you please provide some insights on the reasons? I guess originality may be one, but please.
That's a bit a misunderstanding. And there are a few articles already who were published about that fact. But, you know, the curation by members and expert members is just to define a popularity percentage. This, like when you have contests, you have public prizes also. But the members can all vote. And then you have the expert members, expert curators, who are people who are curating a lot. They are called experts. So they may like your picture and put 99% popularity. And then those images go to the official curators. When you look on 1X in the about, you can see the crew members, you can see the official curators. There are 14, I think, now. And they decide if it is published and awarded or just published and not awarded. They decide it. They decided they have other criteria. It's not because everybody likes it that it's original enough and good enough to be published on 1X. So I have also pictures, you know, 99% popularity, not published, not or published, not awarded. And I have also pictures who have only 40% popularity who were published and awarded, because the official curators see the artistic value, and they read a picture another way than the members and the expert curators. That's really just popularity. And it's nice to know that people like your picture. But it's different from the
from the eyes of the 14 lead curators.
They are really
they're really the expert, I guess.
Yeah, they are a lot in juries from contests, and so they know what they do, you know. They know what they do.
So have you ever seen a photo that broke all the rules but still worked beautifully?
I cannot give you an example, but the rules of 2/3 and way to feel, all that stuff, you know, it in fact it doesn't matter. Sometimes I say to the rules too, because it doesn't satisfy me. So if you don't think about rules, you can produce something who is very beautiful and very artistic. So you can break all the rules if you want, if the result is okay.
Of course.
If the result, but the rules have to. I learned photography too with rules. You know, you have to have some rules to start, but I don't think it's a sin not to stay. To follow all the rules.
I see. So how do you see AI and the digital tools influencing fine art photography in the coming years? Right now, everybody is talking about AI, you know. So would like to have your opinion.
And I saw tricks. My son is ITer, and he has AI, and he can do fantastic things with it. But in beginning, on 1X, there were, you know, it was so obvious that they were made by AI that Ralph decided, no, we don't want AI. But on the other side, okay, in the beginning that Photoshop existed, everybody was, oh no, and that's manipulating pictures, and the real photography will be gone, and so on and so on. So AI has a few features who are really interesting for photographers that are making the job easier. When you there is cloning away some parts and all that stuff. You can do it without AI, but you have tools in AI who make it easier. And I don't think that there will ever be a discussion because you did something with the features that AI, okay, they are in Photoshop, you know, they are more and more in Photoshop. That doesn't bother me. I don't think, okay, if I can replace a sky, I did that before AI. Replacing a sky, it took a lot of work, you know. You have to make selections, and it worked. Now you have a feature, replace sky. You can upload your skies, and you can see if it works or not. And it's much easier than before. And in that aspect, I think AI is good, but not to make pictures. I want a picture from a girl on the beach with a pink bikini. No. No, but I think some things are good. Just like AI is good for the medical world and all that stuff, you know, but you cannot abuse it. And photographers, yeah, okay, the kids can use it if they want, but photographers, no, just the facilities that they offer.
Yeah.
And I hope it will stay there, but I think it works, you know. On Onyx, you don't see maybe once in a while, but it's not allowed, eh? And it's difficult to detect sometimes, eh?
Yeah. Do you see, like in the future, 1X would have one categories as AI images? You know, if you open one more category, and people can submit the images made by AI, like maybe platform like Midjourney, right?
But you know, I'm sure there are photo sites where you can post AI pictures without any problem. It's something different. Something different, but real photography, no. Just
you don't see like 1X opening one more category says you know, AI images. No, okay.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, really, because also, for instance, a magazine, I got a lot of people who are writing to me, not to Ralph, to me. We want to post, to contribute to the magazine and post something or help you or whatever, what in exchange of publicity. Doesn't want that neither. It doesn't. He wants Onyx to stay free from publicity and also from AI.
I see.
Yeah,
So,
no category.
no AI. So in your opinion, how important is originality in photography, and how can photographers develop their own unique style?
The originality is in fact it's a bit your originality is your how do it's you. In the beginning, you cannot have your own style.
It's
I
hard,
don't
yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. So I took pictures of everything in the beginning, and suddenly you can have a beautiful picture that you say, whoa, that's my thing. So let's go that direction. So, and I was also looking to pictures from other photographers, and you try to copy it. You try to do the same, but it doesn't work. Till you have someday, you have something that you feel, okay, that's my thing, that's my cup of tea, let's go that direction. And then you develop little bit by little bit your own style. And it's not about one category in photography, because I have pictures who are on canvas, like drawings. I have pictures from sceneries. I have pictures from lightnings. It's all kind. I'm very a lot of,
yeah.
But I think people can see, some people who know me very well can see it's a photo from Yvette. So I think in my pictures there is a little personal touch, whatever it is. And yeah, I don't know how to develop it. I only can say shoot and try, and you will get there, you know. You will get there. And also, if you have good support and comments, and that helps too. But it's very difficult to develop your own style. It's difficult. It's not
are
easy.
influenced by so many people, right? You look at photos on 1x all the time, and some beautiful photos catch your eyes, and then you start to shoot something similar, you know.
Yeah, because sometimes I think sometimes that I'm blasé. I don't know if you know that word, blasé. It's how do you say it? Blasé. It's you saw so many pictures that you cannot see what is good and what is not good. Blasé.
Oh, you kind of get lost.
Yeah, you have seen too much, and you cannot. If you traveled a lot and you are going on a new place and you say, you know, blasé. I saw that here. I saw that there. No, that's a danger, in fact. But I'm not, because then the day after I see, whoa. So I said, okay, I'm still on track.
So, yeah, so what's your best tip for staying fresh and inspired as a photographer? Just
looking to pictures from others. Going on it's stupid that I say that, but it's very inspiring. And I personally like to go on Curation, because that is, for me, it's very inspiring. Because you see trash, you see. But then I said, whoa, that's great. I should do that someday. Not the same, not imitating, but ideas, ideas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's very, very important. And also, going out, shooting.
Yeah.
I have very good friends in Antwerp, and they come regularly, and we go. And I also have in the team of editors, there is Colin Dixon. He is from England, and he lives in Cotswold. It's a very beautiful country. And he has a completely other style than mine. But talking to them and going shooting with them, it's very, very, very good. And he's coming within 3 weeks. It's very nice, you know, to have an editor who is coming. He has a house in Italy, so he lives in England. When they come back from Italy, he and his wife by car, they always stop in Bruges. And then we discuss, he's shooting a lot of fine art nudes, but beautiful. And he has, I think keeping contact with others and looking to other pictures and trying, going, shooting. Even if you come home, and you don't have nothing, okay. Tomorrow will be better, and then you can have an idea and shoot something inside the house, which is very, very nice.
Just keep shooting and keep learning from others, right?
But Onyx is a very, very nice source of inspiration. Even if I say it myself.
Very nice. So Yvette, I think that's all the question I have for you. And there are many questions in the chat box that I will read to you, and you can respond. Okay. First question is, in bad weather, how do you keep lens clean? You took so many, photos in the storm, right? So how do you keep your lens clean?
Sometimes I come home and I have to take off my lens, open everything, and put it there to dry. Because it's, but I always, I don't I don't like to carry a big bag. So I always have a small bag who is when it's raining, and so it keeps it safe. But when I shoot, it's a disaster. It's you take pictures on the beach in stormy weather. That sand, it's very, very bad for your camera.
Right?
So when I come home, I clean everything. It's very, very difficult to And a lot of people have accidents. I had an accident with my first Canon. When I was on, and that was so stupid, in the Niagara Falls, and we went on that boat, the Maid of the Mist, and I had a camera with, I take that off when it's bad weather, with a grip to put on a tripod. You have that little thing.
And L-shaped plate.
Robert, he had his big Nikon without a grip. And we went on the Maid of the Mist. We had plastic things and my camera under it, but it's really, really heavy on that boat. Some moments you cannot see nothing. And I wanted to take pictures, and I have good pictures. I came out of that boat and my camera was dead. I opened everything, I took everything out, and it was done, The week after I was home and I had to go to the shop, and they said, okay, it's all wet inside. We cannot repair it. You have to have a new sensor and all that stuff. And it was mainly because of that grip. Because the water came in there, it's a grip, and also you can put 2 batteries in it. And it's very dangerous. So when I'm going somewhere in bad weather, I take it off and I try to protect it as much as possible till I want to take a picture. And then I come home and it's always cleaning. Sand is very bad for your camera. Water too, but normally they are resistant to rain and all that stuff. 3 years ago, I took pictures and I put my camera. My son was helping to move a friend, and I put my camera in the yard. And I went to take furniture to the new place of that guy. And then he came back, and my son, and it was starting to rain, but pouring rain. And my son came back and he said, Mom, your camera is outside. I said, no way. So I took that camera, soaking wet, inside, I
Yeah.
opened everything. I took out the battery, but it was without the grip, and I let it dry.
Mhm.
Whole night, open, everywhere open, and the day after it worked again. It's
Oh,
a
nice.
miracle. Yeah.
It's really nice. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor camera.
Poor camera.
No, I
Okay.
have a new one.
So yeah, so there's comment in the window says a true artist. So that she commented you are a true artist. And second question, the excellent talk question. Ansel Adams emphasized the meticulous darkroom craftsmanship to achieve toenail perfection. Do you see your layered digital processing as a continuation of this tradition or a break from it? So remember Ansel Adams, he has this tonal method to get different layers.
Hard
And
time to take pictures, that
yeah,
guy.
tone,
Oh,
yeah.
but
So
digital, yeah, it's I like it because I started analog, and you have one camera with one film roll, and you have to take good pictures that you only have 24, 36 chances to take good pictures.
mhm.
But what you learn when you take analog pictures with film pictures, I learned that at school too. It's when you go digital,
Mhm.
all the acknowledge that you gathered by taking analog pictures is so useful
Okay.
in processing in Photoshop and all that stuff. Because in the beginning, digital area, okay, I did the processing, I did nothing else than what you do in a dark room.
Mhm.
It's burning some parts, it's taking, not burning, it's all the stuff that you do in a dark room.
Mhm.
White
Yeah,
balance and the contrast and all that stuff, and the kind of paper you used, and the lighting. It's very interesting when you have analog acknowledge to go to digital, because I didn't like in the beginning,
I
but
see.
it's now I'm glad, because it's also much cheaper.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
analog, it was really, really expensive. Your paper, but sometimes I miss it, dark room, the smell of the products and the paper and all that stuff, but it's much cheaper now.
Mhm. Yeah, so all the techniques probably can be considered as a continuation of the analog ages. Yeah.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is composing your pictures, because with a film roll, you have to compose it well. At school, we have to enter our pictures with the border of the negative.
Okay.
So no way to cut or to do what, and that's really great when you start digital. You try to compose well at once,
That's good. So next question, with the overwhelming number of daily submission to 1X, how many photos and an expert curator have to go through every day? Sometimes the score from expert curator is 99%. but the picture is not awarded. Can you give us some insights? Thanks. I think the second part on 99%, but not awarded, that one you already explained. But the first part of how many photos an expert curator have to go through every day. You only have 14, right? So what is your workflow? Everybody looks at every photo, or you section that into different regions? How do you do that?
I don't know. I think they have a lot of pictures who are submitted every day, because people who are curating and focus on that and do nothing else. They have 1 point for one picture they create, and they have an average of 1,500 a day in creation. But I don't know if they see them all, you know, because they can start curating and maybe they don't see them all. I don't see them all. I know that. Because suddenly I can recognize, oh, I saw that picture in curation, but there are many more that I never saw in curation. So I think this a lot. And I think an average of 120 pictures are awarded a day. That's what I think. And
go ahead.
Published must be much more. 500 or so, something like that.
Yeah, but do you have a rough number on every day how many one of your 14 members need to go through?
No.
Okay.
I should know.
No problem. I guess it fluctuates, right? Sometimes, some days people are busy, like work days, people don't have time to submit a photo. Maybe on weekends, many people submit photos. Maybe it's a number that fluctuates a lot, anyways. Okay. In what degree or percentage a photo can be edited to keep it original? For example, a bug is accidentally over a very clean photo. Can I remove it? I guess you can. So how much manipulation you can have for a photo, like you remove something?
I think that's endless.
Okay, yeah. So you have the freedom of doing that, right? Yeah. Okay. So next question is interesting. Says who and how came up with 1X? Who thought about that name 1X?
I don't know, but I guess it must be Ralph and Jacob, because it's 1X means one exposure.
One exposure. Okay.
One exposure. Yeah, that's and 1X it's easier.
Yeah. Next question: why 1X removed the black and white category? There's no black and white category.
Yeah, I know. And there was also a category animals. I don't know why, because they don't want too much categories, I guess. So landscape, black and white or color, it's all one category. I didn't even saw it, that it's not there anymore. Animals, I saw it's not there anymore.
I see.
Now it's nature photography or something like that. It's very...
it keeps evolving, I guess, just for the better. Does 1X accept photos that have been processed by AI?
That have been processed by AI? Not if it's too obvious. I told you, in Photoshop now, you have a lot of AI features, but very to clone something away and all that stuff that you can do manually, that you were able to do manually before. So that's not a problem. That's not a problem. I don't think so. But not starting with, really flashy colors and all that stuff. No, I think the curators are looking very good to pictures to see, okay, if they really doubt it's really heavy manipulated with AI, they have there are programs, you can see they detect it, but they will write to the author and say, okay, show me your raw file to prove it's not AI.
Okay, so the next question, are there certain visual trends you have noticed rising across submissions in recent years? Do you see a difference in how photographers from different regions approach storytelling? So any trend you see in recent years, and do you see difference in photography
trends, you
different
mean?
ranges? Yeah.
Yeah, not really. But I don't know if you saw it, but the Japanese people are coming up and have a lot of success on 1X. And they are a few very good ones, and a lot of portraits. But I don't think so. There is a real
trend.
No.
Okay.
No.
And you don't see much difference between among photographers, all over the world. For example, U.S. photographers, Chinese photographers,
No,
Canadian
not really.
photographers.
Not really. You have to know them to know, okay, they are Japanese or they are Chinese or they are. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And we have a lot of good photographers. Romania, they have also very good photographers, but it's not, they don't have really a style that you say, oh, that's somebody from Romania, that's somebody from China. No, not really.
I see, yeah. And sometimes after I submit a photo to 1X, I re-upload another version later and notice often the uploaded version is still there when my photo is published, the original one. So I'm wondering which version of my photo of the curators are viewing. Yeah, so basically sometimes when people submit a photo, they don't feel satisfied that they upload another version. So this friend said sometimes he feels like the original version was viewed and judged upon. So is this a case?
It takes a very long time before, if you upload a bigger format or whatever it is. And the problem is that you cannot, if you submitted it to Curation, you cannot delete it. You cannot repost it, but you can re-upload a better version, and it takes a long. And it's really, that's why I always say, please load up your best version and open it. You can open it to see it on the big screen, to see the failures. I have it so many times, before you submit it to Curation, you upload a picture, and before you submit it to Curation, you have a little thumbnail on the right side. When you click on it, it opens in your portfolio. Nobody can see it, but you can see it big. Yeah. And then it often happens that I see things that I didn't see in Photoshop. For instance, dust spot or whatever that you see then, because the resolution is very good, and I didn't even see it in Photoshop. So that's why I say, please, when you upload a picture, try to be sure and look first if everything is okay before you submit it to Curation, because when you re-upload another version, it takes hours. I did it a few times, and okay, it was the day after only that I saw my good version on Photoshop. But I think they are judging the better version, you know, even if you don't see it immediately. They see it earlier than we see it. It's not the original that, but it's tricky.
Yeah. So the next one is why 1X eliminated the mood category.
That's the same, eh? That's the same, eh? But I will ask Jacob, because I didn't know that. Yeah, they want to have lesser categories, I guess.
I see. So, and the next question, if the photo has published but has not get awarded, can we improve it and post it on 1X again?
You mean when a picture is published, can you
can you improve that? You probably heard some recommendations, suggestions how to improve. Can you do more post-processing and upload it again and get awarded?
Too late.
Too late?
Too late. That's why, again, please, when you enter a picture, before you submit it, look on your big screen. It's so important. Because once it's done, published, okay, you cannot change nothing anymore. The only thing you can do is wait a few months, and if it's a color picture, you can repost it in black and white, for instance.
Okay.
But not the same version.
Oh, I see. Okay. And someone said there is still an animal category right now, so maybe animal still there.
Yeah.
And another question, what does the action category include? There's a category for action. What does that include?
All kind of sports, motion in pictures, that's also action, but I mean natural motion, because if you add the motion yourself, it's a creative edit. But sports and action, you can have animal pictures who are action, you know, an eagle who is fishing and takes a big fish out of the water. It can also be action, but it's animals more, but it includes a lot, you know. It includes dance. It's also somewhere action.
Yeah. Okay. So next question, do you think 1x.com, the #1 photo website, is there any excellent replacement or alternative photo website instead of 1x.com in the world? So asking you if 1x is the biggest #1, and is there any other choice?
It's maybe there are websites who have like the famous one there. They have many more members than we have. Flickr. But what is really special at 1x is that we have a curation system with real people and no algorithm to pick out the pictures. It's really people who are judging the pictures. And all the other sites, it's, you know, buddy voting, and it's that's really what makes the difference.
Okay.
And the qua originality, you know, 1x stands for in pursuit of the sublime. You saw that.
I saw that. Yeah.
And he's stubborn, Ralph, when it comes to keep the site like it is. No, he wants to keep it like it is.
This is how we like it. We like the human behind it, the expert behind it to curate it. Yeah. Let me see the next question. In your estimate, what percentage of the photos published in 1X pass your originality test? So how much percentage of the photos that's already published is considered as original in your opinion?
Yeah, that's also a very difficult question, because there are also pictures who are really 200% technical, perfect and beautiful, but you cannot really say they are original, and you have a lot of them in, for instance, architecture, photography, details, abstract details from a building or whatever. You cannot really say they are original, but they are so beautiful and so perfect. So it's very difficult to say how a percentage of original. They have to be sublime. In pursuit of the sublime, they have to be special. Maybe not original, but special.
Yeah. So the next question, award or not, is determined by expert curators. I wonder who decide a pic should be published or not. I guess it's the same group of person, right?
The official curators.
Yeah, the 14 of official curators. Yeah. Okay. And next question, difference of animal versus wildlife category. We have two categories. One is animal, another is wildlife. What's the difference between them?
Yeah, and the border is very thin, because wildlife, you can photograph wildlife animals in the zoo. To me, it's not really wildlife. And animals, you can take a picture of an animal in nature who is wildlife, but that's a good question, because animals and wildlife,
sometimes they are the same.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I will tell Jacob, because they are categories who are not there anymore, black and white and mood. But then animals and wildlife.
Which one to pick? Okay. Next question. Many of your photos are moody. Do you often submit them in creative edit category? Your moody photos, which category do you use?
My photos.
Yeah, your photos.
Yeah.
So your photos, many of them are moody, lots of emotions in there, right?
Motion.
Moody, M-O-O-D-Y.
Moody. Moody. Yeah.
Do you often submit them in creative edit category?
Yeah, depends. If I, like the canal yesterday on canvas with the trees, that's creative edit. But a beautiful landscape can be mood too, Foggy landscape can be mood, but is the category there still mood?
Mood.
No,
I don't remember. Yeah.
No, it's
Depends.
not there anymore. Mood has
Depends
been
what I
eliminated.
did in the post-processing. Sometimes it's creative edit, sometimes it's not,
Okay. Yeah. So next one, does the expert or special curator knows the name of the curating image owner. Basically,
Yes.
is the author's name shown on the screen for
They know it.
No.
They know it, but the expert curators and the member curators doesn't know it. But the official curators know it.
I see. Yeah.
That's why also they can make the difference between talented photographers who are on 1x since a long time and beginners. You know, they see the name, and that's very important for them.
Yeah.
They can see it, no problem.
Yeah. The next one, the last question on the in the chat box, actually. Yeah, sometimes a photo is rejected first, but later it's published. Who made that final correction?
Yeah. That doesn't happen that much anymore, but there was a period it happened a lot. And that's because there was a period that the curation system was not working that well, and some pictures had 1% popularity. So Jacob changed, I don't know what, and now you can have pictures. It happened not that much anymore. You can have pictures who have a low popularity score or a higher and who are not published. And suddenly they are going to the official curators who said, oh no, this picture doesn't have to be rejected. It's a good picture, so let's publish it. So it's a little bit, because last year you had to have at least 60% popularity to go to the official curators, and they don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore. Now you can have a picture with 10% popularity. If the official curators find it a good picture, it will be published. So it was last year first rejected, and then it was because the official curators were looking, oh no, that's not good. But it doesn't happen a lot anymore.
Okay, yeah. So among the 13 or 14 head curator, how do they make the decision on award? Jointly or individually? Do they do that in turns? So basically, how do they decide?
It's individually. It's individually, but if they have a doubt, they are talking with the other curators.
Yeah.
If
So
they say, okay.
Yeah. So once a photo is decided to be awarded, it's gone. Other people will not see that, or other official curator will not see that, right? It's decided. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all of the questions in the chat box. I think we can open the floor for 1 or 2 questions. If people would like to talk to you directly, they can open the mic to just have 1 or 2 quick questions. It's getting late. It's already like about 2 hours.
That's my editor.
Yeah. Yeah. So
can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. Louis, you go ahead.
Yvette, thank you so much for your workshop today, and we learned a lot from you today. But not limited to today. I learn from you every day from your thoughtful comments. So there are many questions related to how to pick up a category when we post our picture on 1x. Right now, there are not clear guidelines on the website for the definition, each category, what they're looking for. And could you give us some advice on how to pick up a most appropriate category for the pictures?
Yeah, but yeah, it's important because we, in the curators, the official curators, we have some people who are specialized, like Angela Videshemi or something like that. She is specialized in portraits. And we have some who are specialized in animals. wildlife, and you have some who are specialized in landscapes. But I don't think it's really, really important if you put it in a wrong category. Not now. Before, a few years ago, it was very important, but now I don't think so. I think it's sometimes it's very difficult for me too, to choose the right category, because sometimes you have to add, you want to add a category, or you want to even to post it in two categories. But I don't think so. It's not that important anymore.
Mhm.
It's
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Louis, and thank you, Yvette. I think we will end the question answer session. Now let's invite the president of APA, Mr. Larry Dan, to give us a short speech.
Thank you, Yvette, for the insightful lecture, and you answered a lot of questions. We love it. We are all big fan of 1x.com and the world's biggest curated photo gallery. I put curated first, okay, because a lot of websites, they only collect picture images, they don't curate it. There's no person behind that. So that's very important. That's why we can learn a lot of things from them. And your diverse collection are amazing, and we all learn so much from
Thank
them.
you.
In
Thank
fact,
you.
many of our APA 65 crew members actively submit their works on 1x.com and have achieved excellent results in various contests. We have a lot of people always win the contest, such as Louis Luo, Irene Wu, and Molly Fu. You may already know them. Some of our members, like Lydia and Rob Lee, also are part of your crew. So we are connected in somehow. We currently have 6 WeChat discussion groups and 2 membership groups with photographers joining from cross country and around the world. Our community covers a wide range of genres, from landscape and street photography to wildlife, black and white, creative work, macro, still life, and more. It's funny how the world can feel so big and so small. Even though we come from different backgrounds, we all connect through photography to share ideas and grow together. That's very important to our club too. What a successful lecture. It was packed house with photographers from all sort of club. Let's build on this energy and create more sharing and learning opportunity down the road. We are looking forward to our next meeting with Ralph and yourself. And thanks again, Yvette. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and thank you all. It was really, really very nice.
Thank you,
I see
Larry.
this.
Thank you,
Thank
Yvette.
you.
It's very
Yeah.
helpful and very
Yeah,
much information. Yeah.
Before we end the session, I would like to acknowledge the following APA members for their contributions to the event. First, we would like to thank our APA advisor, I Dong Ning, for inviting Mrs. Yvette the puppet for this event. So many thanks go to our Secretary General, Yao Zhen, who manages the Zoom and everything. And we also would like to thank our acting president, Andy Lee, Vice President Louis Xie, Vice President Yan Yang, also known as Shu Laoshi, and Vice President Molly Fu, Vice President Lu Yino, our council members Yuan Shu and Ri Chen. Thank you all for working together to ensure a successful event. I think this is the end of it. Thank you so much, Yvette, for your detailed preparation and a very inspirational talk today. I believe everybody learned so much from you. Yeah, and also one last note I have, I really enjoy learning from your photos and also the descriptions of the photos. They are poetic. I love reading that, and I think one photo has a few sentences that's really relevant to us. I would like to read that now. You have a lightning photo that says, "Stay current, follow the flash of inspiration, spark new ideas, strike our own, and light up the night, and know when to bolt, and charge ahead." I think this applies to every one of us. We just keep shooting and keep, improving ourselves, to keep communicating with everyone. Such lovely photo and such a, inspirational comment or description on your photo. This is only one example. I encourage everyone to go to the 1X link for Yvette and really look through all the photos and read all those beautiful words. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. I think this is it for tonight.
I want to thank you, all of you, too. It was really, really nice. I have a new family now, the APA family.
Great. Yeah, we are all over the world, so you are welcome to travel to any of the cities with our APA members. And also, we have so many co-hosting organizations. They are all over the world as well. So I believe many of the members are in the audience right now. So you truly have a big family here, and we look forward to seeing you in our cities.
Yes.
Next time when you're visiting US or Canada, let us know. We have a representative from all the city. Okay.
Exactly. Welcome to APA event. I like your way to say APA. APA is good. Yeah, it's good.
We have a new word now.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you all. Yeah, thank you all, everyone here. Thank you all. I guess this is for today. Seminar is officially ended. We will end the recording. But if you would like to stay